Training a large model is really a long walk downhill, and momentum is the memory that keeps that walk smooth. Adam, the workhorse optimizer, keeps one running average of past gradients. Adam MX, from Apple and EPFL in 2024, asks a simple question: why only one memory? In this video, why one average is limiting, what Adam Mix is, how it works, its architecture, how it compares to Adam, the numbers, the cost, the settings, and when to use it. Start with the pain. Adam blends past gradients with a single exponential moving average controlled by beta 1. That one dial forces a painful trade-off. A small beta reacts fast to recent gradients but forgets the past almost immediately. A large beta remembers longer, but reacts sluggishly to new information. You cannot have both from one average. So Adam quietly throws away older gradients that, it turns out, still carry useful signal. Adam Mix is a small but clever change to Adam. Instead of one moving average of the gradient, it keeps two. A fast average, with the usual beta 1 around 0.9, stays reactive to the latest gradients. A slow average, with a much larger beta 3 like 0.9999, holds on to gradients from tens of thousands of steps ago. It then mixes them, getting reactivity and long memory at the same time. Here is the training loop, one step at a time. Compute the gradient of the current batch as always. Feed it into both moving averages, the fast one and the slow one update in parallel. Blend them into a single search direction, giving the slow memory extra weight through a mixing factor alpha. Then take the parameter step, normalized by the usual second moment term. Repeat. The base optimizer machinery barely changes. Now the architecture, the data flow inside one update. The fresh gradient splits into two channels. The fast channel is the classic Adam momentum. The slow channel is a long memory average with beta 3. The two are combined as M1 plus alpha times M2, where alpha, often around 5 to 10, decides how loudly the old gradients speak. That combined direction is divided by the square root of the second moment, then applied. So how does this compare to plain Adam, or Adam W? Adam W keeps one gradient average and one variance term, which is simple and memory light but discards old gradients quickly. Adam Mix keeps two gradient averages plus the variance, so it exploits far older gradients, converges to lower loss, and needs fewer tokens to get there. The price is one extra momentum buffer and two new knobs to tune. And here are the headline numbers from the paper. A 1.3 billion parameter model trained with Adam Mix on 101 billion tokens matched an Adam W model trained on 197 billion tokens, roughly half the data for the same quality. On a smaller model, Adam Mix reached Adam W's 500,000 step result in about 256,000 steps. Old gradients, it turns out, were worth keeping. What does that extra power cost? Mostly memory. Adam Mix stores one additional moving average, so its optimizer state is 3 buffers per parameter instead of Adam's 2, about 50% more optimizer memory. The compute overhead per step is tiny. There is also a warm-up subtlety. Beta 3 and alpha are ramped up gradually with schedulers early in training, so the slow memory does not destabilize the start. These are the knobs. Beta 1, the fast average, stays around 0.9. Just like Adam. Beta 2, the variance term, stays around 0.999. Beta 3, the slow average, is large 0.9999, and is warmed up over training. Alpha, the mixing coefficient, is typically 5 to 10 and is also warmed up linearly. Sensible defaults exist, so it is not hard to try. Encoded is a near drop-in. Apple released a reference implementation, and community versions exist for PyTorch and other frameworks. You swap your optimizer line, set beta 3 and alpha, and provide the warm-up schedule for those two. Everything else, learning rate, weight to K, your training loop, stays exactly the same. If you already use Adam W, migrating is mostly changing a handful of arguments. Where does Adam Mix shine? Long training runs. It was designed for and tested on large-scale language model pre-training and image classification, where you take hundreds of thousands of steps over enormous datasets. That is exactly where old gradients accumulate value and the slow memory pays off. If you are burning a big compute budget to reach the lowest possible loss, this is a strong lever. But when should you think twice? Reach for it on long, large-scale training where token efficiency matters and a little extra optimizer memory is fine. Be cautious on very short runs or quick fine-tunes, where the slow memory barely fills up and the extra tuning is not worth it. Because ADMA mix also forgets data more slowly, it can behave differently in some fine-tuning settings, so test before you commit. Quick recap. Atom uses one moving average of gradients and must trade reactivity against memory. ADMA mix keeps two, a fast one and a slow one, and mixes them, so it uses old gradients that Atom discards. It reaches lower loss with fewer tokens, at the cost of one extra buffer and two warmed-up knobs. It is built for long, large-scale training, less so for short fine-tunes. That is ADMA mix, better, faster, older. Sometimes the biggest wins come not from a bigger model, but from a smarter way to remember the path you have already walked. Did this make ADMA mix click? Follow for plain English GenAI breakdowns.